Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Intercessors from Group 9 will present material about Borobudur Temple, which consists of my friends. Next. First, Fatul Khairia, Nabila Wiki Prahita, Saifa Ismail Febrian Gunawan, Maria Regina Krisma Gabriela, Safrida Aulia Mardiana, Fadia Dewi Karisma. Next. Here we will present some material. First, history. Second, architecture. Third, relief. Finally, sculpture. Next. The first is the history of the Borobudur Temple, which will be brought to you by my friends.
Okay, the first one, the history of Borobudur Temple. Next. Borobudur Temple is a historical place with a long story. Besides being intended as a tourism destination, this magnificent temple located in Magelang Regency, Central Java, serves a place of pilgrimage to trace the ancestral culture of Buddhists. Borobudur Temple is estimated to have been built in the 8th until 9th centuries around 800 BC by the Sailendra dynasty. The Sailendra dynasty was recorded as a follower of Mahayana Buddhism. Meanwhile, around Borobudur there are also followers of the Siva sect of Hinduism. The process of building Borobudur Temple lasted for hundreds of years and was completed of years and was during the reign of King Samaratungga in 825. Next, a number of archaeologists suspect that the construction of Borobudur Temple underwent for renovation. Initially, the construction began by leveling the plains around the temple and compacting the soil with stones to form a pyramid structure. The structure was then changed due to the addition of square and circular steps. Then, Borobudur underwent a final change to the circular step and the size of the foundation was widened. The next explained by Nabila.
I will continue from the history of Borobudur that my friend explained. Borobudur Temple is one of the largest Buddhist temples in the world. The purpose of the Borobudur Temple was to glorify the Shailendra king 775 to 850 AD, who had reunited with the god from whom he came. This temple was built as a remembrance of deep respect for ancestors. The temple building is used as an awareness of the greatness of religion. Let's move on to the next slide. The splendor of Borobudur is said to have disappeared for centuries, buried by soil and volcanic ash, which is thought to have been affected by the eruption of Mount Merapi. However, the magnificent temple building was successfully restored by the government of Thomas Stamford Raffles when he served as Governor General on the island of Java in 1911. At the time, Raffles asked a Dutch engineer, Christian Cornelius, to check the condition of the period Borobudur temple building as well as visit. The history of Borobudur also grew longer after a long and costly restoration period. For various reasons, including the Retutas, the largest temple complex in Indonesia, it was made a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991. The next topic will be explained by Satya.
The next one is the architecture of Borobudur Temple. The 10-story Borobudur clearly illustrates the Mahayana Buddhist philosophy called Desa Bodhisattva Bhumi. The philosophy is that everyone who wants to attain the status of Buddha must surpass the 10 levels of Bodhisattva. If one has surpassed those 10 states, then a human will attain perfection and become a Buddha. Next slide, please. In 1929, Prof. Terheim has put forward his theory that the Borobudur Temple is essentially an imitation of the universe, which, according to Buddhist teaching, consists of three major parts, namely Kamadhatu, Rubadhatu, and Arupadhatu. The next will be explained by Fadia.
The fourth part symbolizes Kamadhatu, which is a word that is still dominated by low karma others, namely the word of ordinary people like ours. Rupadhatu, namely the word that has been able to free itself from the bonds of lust, but is still bound by form and form, namely the word of holy people, and is the intermediate realm, just where the lower limb Kamadhatu from the upper limb Arupadhatu. Arupadhatu, namely the upper limb of Nirvana, where the Buddha resides, where absolute freedom has been achieved, free from desire and from the bonds of form and form. That's why the part of Arupadhatu is described as plain without relief. Relief in Borobudur Temple and their meaning. Relief at the foot of the temple. The relief at the foot of the temple is now buried is based on the Mahakarma Vibhanga script. This manuscript contains the law of cause and effect that affect human life. Jataka or Jatakamala relief. Jataka or Jatakamala relief are relief at Borobudur Temple. This relief tells of animal that is the reincarnation of the Buddha. The story prioritizes Dharma teachings.
Avadana relief. The Avadana relief is a relief similar to Jataka, but the main character is not a Buddha, but an ordinary animal that is not an incarnation of a Buddha Siddha. Jataka Avadana essentially breaks sacred religious teachings but is imbued with stories in which the character relate to animals that can talk like humans. Lalita Vistara relief. Lalita Vistara relief is a relief from Borobudur Temple, which tells the story of Siddhartha's life journey from before he was born on earth to becoming a Buddha. Reliefs of Manohara and Avadana. The Manohara and Avadana reliefs are reliefs of Borobudur Temple, which tell the story of a man named Sudana and an angel named Manohara. Gandavyuha relief. The Gandavyuha relief is a relief on Borobudur Temple, which describes the history of the Bodhisattva Maitreya as a future Buddha.
The next final is sculpture in Borobudur Temple. Next. In Tatriana Vajrayana Buddhism, there are 5 Buddhism of the past, which commonly referred to as the 5 Dhyani Buddha. 1. Aksibhya Buddha in the East Bhumi Samudra, the meaning of the garden and the story anger and hybrid. 2. Ratnasambhava Buddha in the Selwara Mudra, the meaning to enrich and increase spiritual. Next. 3. Amitabha Buddha in the East Dhyana Mudra, the meaning of two sadhus self-finish. 4. Buddha Amoghasiddhi in the North Mudra Abhya, the meaning of the to calm oneself to get rid of envy. Next. 5. Buddha Vikrona in the Middle Mudra Dhammachakra. Okay, our group presentation is finished. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.